Good evening, especially evening because we're Abu Dhabi. Welcome, anyways, to season 6, round 10 in the Emirates. Your host commentator alongside Tim Bleish, and we'll see what events unfold in this race. Of course, another car attendance, unfortunately. Okay, cool. But still, hopefully we have some chaos ensuing. And with the championship already wrapped up, we'll just have to get on with the season. Of course, Big Yossa, your reigning champion now, which is a very great season by him. But there's still fights for second, fights for third, and I don't know if the constructors is wrapped up already, but we'll have to see that in a minute. But yeah, here we go with the first person out track is Slinks. Out track today. Oh God, says what? This one was don't prepare. Okay, we're back. Sorry for the short interruption. As it always is, but we're back on track now.
We missed absolutely nothing.
No, exactly. Just a couple drivers cruising on track, but until we get to that start finish straight, it'll just be full throttle just around this track. So well, Abu Dhabi, yeah. Obviously this is the a new configuration, old configuration, especially big changes. Not that the track has changed much. Still boring, but the
But he got a little bit better.
yeah, a little bit better. But obviously I'll be leading you through the changes as we go through the lap. So then Slinks will cut the throttle and oh God. There we go, that's enough, right. So then through turn 1, chaos quite everywhere on this track I can see. But now as we approach the fast right-hander and we're gonna go past the old chicane, even to turn 5, and it'll be a super braking left-hander through here. Famous events has happened there, but I won't elaborate. DRS open.
Don't know what you're talking about.
No, exactly. Coming towards the chicane, I think relatively unchanged, a bit of corner changes, but here he goes through here. I think it's going to be relatively clean as it will be. No steering corrections, just a bit though, as he now opens another DRS. And he'll come across a really fast hairpin. The Red Bull will be giving way, or is that the Alpha? What's the Alpha? Or is it, let's call it a kick-stake Sauber. Through the left-hander.
That's actually the biggest change of the track, in my opinion.
It is, because it's a very fast left-hander compared to 2020.
The shit chicane.
It goes on the... Used a lot of curb, but I don't think that's interrupted his lap too much. Now through the final corner. Again, some corner changes which make it very fast and sleek, but now across the line to set a benchmark of a 122.0. So already we're seeing some near 121s. As his teammate, at Formula 1, what time is he going to do? He's going to do a 22.5. So there's a lot of room for improvement. As let's see down the grid, Weber will be the next to cross the line. Actually, no, Mifs it was 22.8 for him and a 23.0 for Weber. So already 4th and 5th, as I say, 5th and 1st is actually just a second behind. His neighbour sets his lap also with a 122.9. So yeah, Slinks way ahead of the pack in the early stages of qualifying.
Oh, coolest already invalidated this lap and goes back to the pits, and I think the only one on next to cross the line is actually Kiesel.
Oh, he's done a Norris and he spins on the penultimate corner. Almost penultimate corner, but yeah, that is.
To be fair, it's better to do a Norris there instead of a Latifi.
Yeah, indeed. As he spins his tires and will probably have to go back in the pits and fit a new one. But yeah, he's gonna have to go again, is Kvyat. As who's next across the line is gonna be Kuba in the Alpha. Or
Actually, I
is he
think
backed out?
he
Yeah, he's backed out. Okay.
he backed out.
But
Yeah.
Kateshi hasn't backed out. He's using the low battery, so he has a bit of low battery, so he'll be on board with him for his complete lap. Here he goes now, clean for the left-hander. Has to be the Red Bull easily getting out the way.
Ooh.
This time it was a Red Bull.
Yeah. And there comes another one.
I think almost went a bit wide, but still keeps it on track. Through sector 3 we go. He's gonna keep it well on track. Yes, he will this time. Unlike Kvyat, he will keep it on the track. And now through the final corner we go. It was quite a clean lap and a clean sector by Kateshi, and it will set a 123.5. So as I say, clean. Probably many other corners weren't as clean as much, but still room for improvement. Let's check Ashima. He's on the lap. He set a fastest sector, but as you know, doesn't really. Oh, he's gone off track, and I think that will be.
Yeah.
I think that will
I
be
think
validated.
that's.
Oh, he's just gonna keep going. I mean, when he gets on track.
Oh, he
Still
he avoided it.
still in. That's a very interesting call by the game, but ooh, lots of curb, but it's very usual to see that, especially in this chicane. Very clean now. Let's now approach the big left-hander in towards the hairpin. Another purple sector. So
Which means he's somewhere between it.
Oh, there you go,
and
and that's invalidated now. So he's gonna have to go again, Hashima, but I think he looked a fairly good lap until that point, of course. Nobody else on their lap just yet. Well, I think no, Myths is actually going for another run, but I think Vebo and Kateshi are far ahead of him. So I'll switch off over Vebo. Oh, he's gonna die in the pits. Okay. Myths avoiding a narrowly spin there, especially on his in lap, but still no damage done, and he is able to enter the pits. But here comes Hashima. Oh no, actually forget it, sorry. But yeah, he'll actually go again though. It's with low battery, so Hashima, he's not gonna pit for new tires, he's gonna keep his old set. Maybe to save sets for the race. Who knows, as he looks a bit not really becoming stable, but Coolest is also on his also on his fast lap. Ooh, gets a bit shaky coming out the fast hairpin. So he goes down full throttle down to the chicane.
Oh, and he almost runs out of battery. I don't think that will be a good time for him.
Maybe to set a benchmark, but yeah. Who knows? Now Coolest, I think, will be setting his lap. Yep, he is low battery, so. Ooh, getting shaky again. And now into the final corner. Will he keep it straight this time? Yes, he will. And across the line he comes with a 123.2, which puts him 6th place. Nope. Let's be on board with Hashima. After, is it going to be a great time even with low battery? Let's see as he crosses the line now with a 122.9. So even with the low battery, no problem for Hashima. But Kvyat will come across the line off that early spin. What will he set this time? Oh, provisional pole position, 21.9. So he had a lot of potential in that lap, but nevertheless, he still sets provisional pole. So we'll see what. But I think many others are. Like the drivers in front in qualifying for now, I think they're also setting their laps. I think Balta's just ahead, so oh no, Migyoso is just ahead. So you'll be on board with him. You're reigning world champion, of course. What lap will he set? As now 3 goes to that sector 3, very clean indeed. Turns right. That's a good exit from the right-hander. Very, very quick indeed. Here he comes across the line. It's only good for third fastest, but still, it was quite a clean sector from Big Yossa. So still a good job by him. As now Balta, his teammate, slipping, I think, losing traction a bit from the rear, but still good enough for 5th fastest, 22.7. So times are definitely ramping up here. Let's see Russ. Oh, Weber. That'll definitely ruin his lap time a bit, and he's backed out of it, of course. And let's see what Film Alone will do. Of course, needs to improve on his time, maybe to topple his teammate from the front row. But here he comes now. Not using a lot of curb, but still almost going off the lines. But still relatively clean. Here he comes to the 2 final corners and he pits. I think he's backed out of it, or maybe just an outlap, I don't know. But it still look relatively fast though. As let's see now down the grid, Kuba on his outlap, starting soon, and I think Kateshi set his lap, so or has he? He's relatively low on battery, so I think he's on a quick lap. Yep, here he is. So he's on a quick lap. I didn't realize, but here he comes now, keeping it on track. And only good for 7th fastest, so quite a lowly time for Kateshi. That's it. We have it's only from 8th and 1st separate in that second bracket, in the bracket of the second. So I'm relatively close, but not that much though.
Yeah, but we saw some smaller gaps in this season.
Okay, sorry about that. I just had to sort something out. And Kizio letting his teammate through, but I think it's hurt his lap a bit. Kateshi, or of course he's on an outlet in lap. Sorry. Wish the game specified that sometimes. And if so, on an invalidated lap, he's also set his lap. Sorry.
I think that was his in lap actually.
Yeah. So yeah, I think Kuba was on his out lap, so we'll be on board with him as he comes across to set his lap time. Now approaching the Juki chicane. Of course, a famous moment that also happened in year specified. It gets a bit shaky. Also in Alfa Romeo was Kimi Raikkonen having a brake failure down there, and yeah, that was essentially his final action before he unfortunately retired. So you will miss Kimi, but still, Kuba and Alfa Romeo. It's great to see an Alfa. Maybe he's not finished though. So oh, he goes off track anyways, and I think it's invalidated. Or not.
No, it's actually still valid.
Still keeps it. Still valid. But nevertheless,
I think the whole grid now searches for loopholes to get themselves valid for the lap times.
Yeah, they're really scruffing at it, so they almost goes off, but he goes into the pits eventually. But I think he was on an outlap, not an in-lap, before he was on this lap. But anyways, he's in the pits nonetheless. But still, 5th fastest, so we now tick down to 3 minutes. 3 final minutes to get one more lap in as he gets invaded in the pits. But obviously in this game it is a penalty of such. But now everyone else will be out on the track to do their final run to qualify and improve on their times.
Yeah, actually Hashima is already on this flying lap here.
Yep, depleting a lot of battery. I'm just trying to check up anyone else ahead of him. Not really. Yeah, so he'll be next across the line. That's good enough for the chicane. So actually get some telemetry this time. So you can see what exactly he's doing. Fastest sector. So it's a big improvement on this lap. Obviously 10th, but you can use the opportunity to climb a lot more positions. Don't use too much throttle here. You obviously will spin out if you're using no traction control. But here he comes now through the last 2 corners. Keep it on track. You don't want to go wide on this one. Yeah.
Is it enough?
Maybe it's 4th though, so I'm a vast improvement, and it's almost closing up on the top 3. But obviously, I don't think he'll be setting another lap, so that's the end of his quali. Who else will be setting a lap? It's Phil. But I think Slinks is on his out lap, and it was actually never mind. Okay, so we'll be sticking with Phil. Very neat for that corner. Now approaching the medium speed right hander. Here he comes across the line. It's going to be 4th fastest for Phil. But Slinks on the other hand,
1,000th away from Big Yas. 1,000.
Yeah, very close to the top. Very close to 3rd place in Big Yasa. But now let's see other way on the Georgi Jidikov. He validated his lap, so that's the end of his session. Let's check around now. I think one of the Red Bulls in no myths. Just trying to check. Is it hard to keep track? Bolter. I think is Bolter just started his lap, and Big Yossa on his out lap. Filming them going a bit off. Oh, myths has spun. Coming out of turn 1, and yeah, he wanted to. I think he was saying his fast lap, but that spelt the end of his qualifying session.
Yeah, I don't think it's not enough to get back to the finish line.
Yeah, Weibo another invalid lap, but Kulis is going to come across the line. He's going to set only 9th in the 9th position for Kulis, so not really a good lap considering how much people are here, but nevertheless it's 9th, so that's the end of his qualifying session. Meanwhile, let's see Slinks goes provisional pole, and look at the gap by 500ths as well. Very great lap from Slinks, and does Kizil have an answer for it?
That came actually out of nowhere.
Yeah, I really didn't expect.
Oh, he's a little bit behind.
Yeah, but nevertheless, look at that. Kizil, fastest sector. Is that a sign for the fastest sector of all the laps, or is it just a vast improvement? But not an improvement enough to get to Slinks, but he's gonna have an answer to that. As Bolter goes 3rd fastest, and is he validated it? That's Kizil out, but it's still not done. It's still not over yet, as there's many other drivers, and who knows, maybe they're setting a faster time. Here comes Kateshi. He's not invalidated, but he's still only 9th fastest. So that's the end of his qualifying session. But what about Big Yossa? How will he provide a big shock? No, he won't. But he goes ahead of his teammate in 3rd and 4th. So that's Ferrari 2nd row lockout, and Myths is invalidated, and Coolest has already set his lap. So I think yeah, there was a movement in the green. I think it was Weber. He set his lap for 9th, and Myths has invalidated his lap. So yeah, Slinks on pole position, and look at the gap between the top 3 and pole position, separated by just a tenth. Obviously, the closest with a 900ths. So
yeah, and then a big gap between P3 and P4, and then it's also very close again.
Yes, indeed. So yeah, quite I think quite an interesting quali session, especially with the low driver count. But yeah, nonetheless, let's just go over to Slink so we can show him off whilst Coolest finishes his pits, finishes going in the pits. And yeah, here is your pole sitter, the Aston Martin of Slinks.
Well done from him. Well done. Hope he can make a good race now
Yep. So
after his bad luck yesterday.
Yep. So he has to evaluate on it, and who knows, maybe we can grab a win. But obviously, Kizzy will be hot behind him, and Big Yossa, obviously the champion, so we know how much pace he has, and of course he's Dutch. So where would I see that coming? A Dutch driver becoming world champion. Never saw that coming. Indeed.
No,
anyways,
it never happened.
But anyways, let me just spell out the positions. It's Slinks P1, Kizio P2, Big Yossa P3, Ferrari Polza P4, so they both start. Oh, never mind, doing it early. Okay, but yeah, Ferrari front, Ferrari second row lockout anyhow, and the rest start where they start. So short intermission.
Exactly.
Yeah, short intermission, and we'll be back with you shortly. Back we are for the main race. A 29 lap festival. Sorry, I had no words in my brain. Around Abu Dhabi. So let's check the tires as we always do. I keep hiding the UI, but anyhow. So then, quite a lot of hard runners. So the only medium runners is the two front row sitters of Slinks and Kizio, and Kateshi, Coolest, and Nadewell also starting on the mediums, despite them being at the back. So maybe they're looking to make us some positions, but rest of the drivers are on hard, looking to go long in their strategy.
So I'm back too.
Yeah, cool. So I was just saying, with the hard runners, they're going to be looking to go long in their strategy, whilst Kateshi, Coolest, and Nadewell starting on mediums, they'll be looking to make up some places. But the two front row sitters are Slinks and Kizzy all starting on the mediums, so they're going to get the early advantage. So yeah.
Or they could also hope for a safety car in the early stages of the race.
Yeah, but never.
Which actually, yes, they never happened.
Yes, oh cool. But will it be the same story today? Who knows? But it'll be a very intriguing strategical battle between these drivers here. And I think, if I check the constructors right now quickly, I think it is direct fight between Ferrari and Mercedes. Maybe Ferrari already have the constructors wrapped up.
I think they have to
it's Aston
outscore them by 9 points, I think. But I checked it back.
Constructors have around 8. Belgium, Japan. Okay, no, I can, because obviously, I think they got a big result back in Japan, but I can't remember. So maybe they already have the constructors wrapped up. So yeah, we'll just have to enjoy the 2 last races, which also the last race in Brazil. So that's going to be very exciting. Hopefully, we get a high driver cup for that. But for now, we'll be in Abu Dhabi as the green flag waves, as you can see the steward, and we finally have a good camera angle for once. Hopefully, the highlights go on.
I actually checked it, and it is actually true. Ferrari has to outscore Aston Martin by 9 points.
Okay, but here we go then.
Constructors champion.
Yeah, 5 lights on, and away we go. Here in Abu Dhabi. I think Slinks has got the better line. He's got a really good starter, Slinks. Here we go now. 2 Ferraris, very close together with no contact, and it's quite a few drivers going wide, but for now we are all clean at the start. Slinks with a very great advantage over Kvyatbona, and here comes now through Red Bulls are going side by side, but I think it's Nadewell probably in front. It's Weber instead, and yeah, everyone making it very clean so far. As Bolter's now closing in on Kvyatbona. I don't think it'll be enough to make an update. But look, it's side by side. The Alfa Romeo and the Red Bull of Weber and Kubo. He's almost very close, but Weber makes it up. Weber makes up a position into 7th. But here comes Coolest with Mifs for fighting for 9th. But Mifs and Kuba also fighting, but Mifs will take the advantage. Kuba going side by side is Mifs and Kuba, but Kuba now losing lots of positions. He's coming under pressure from Coolest with out of nowhere overtakes Mifs. It's all happening down the midfield now. And right now Kuba sits ahead of Coolest and Mifs, which are they still have to be close together. But was that Coolest going to be side by side with Coolest? You don't really see much side by side action going down through there, but here he comes, no contact. Surprisingly, they're keeping it very clean, but somehow Coolest has got Kuba onto the penultimate corner. But here comes Kuba forcing off Coolest a bit, but still ahead. And this battle from 8th between 10th, maybe Nadewell will get involved in it, is absolutely popping off.
Oh no!
Oh, contact, I think. Kuba's shaking a bit. That's lost him quite positions. It's gained Kuba a decent advantage, but not enough. An advantage, but still Mifs will be side by side with Coolest, or he'll be ahead. He'll definitely be ahead, but Coolest, I think, using his battery a bit, because he's got the advantage. Here he comes through the chicane. Will he make it clean? I think he's just got ahead of Mifs. Yes, he has. Coolest pulling off some very, very great moves, I think. As he's lost 2 positions. Kateshi out of nowhere has jumped him, and now Mifs is all the way down to 12th. If we check the... yeah, so it's a very shoddy start from Mifs. Two laps in the race. Let's check the position changes. Phil Malone is out, I think, or he just took damage, and we have a virtual safety car on the second lap of the race. It's clip here. I've caught it briefly, but I think, my verdict would probably be that Phil Malone has probably made a mistake or maybe collided with someone. We'll check back at the clips, but
I think it was Weber.
Yeah, but oh, look at this though. Kvyatbona having a sorry.
Oh, is he actually going for the hard tires already?
Oh, so Kvyatbona. Oh, lots of even Phil. Obviously, I think he's have to take some.
Yeah, and I think Weber too has also some damage.
So maybe it was a contact between Weber and Phil, but I think Weber was all the way down, or maybe he was included in the crash with Phil. But yeah, those two taking a front wheel change, but Kvyatbona taking an early pit stop. So quite an interesting call from Kvyatbona. I don't think he was the one that made interesting strategy calls. But yeah, this is
yeah, actually I tried it yesterday. A 2-stop is actually quite possible.
Yeah,
and it also works.
Yeah, but here we go then. Oh, look at who's that? It's Coolest going down the inside of Kuba straight on. Kuba caught sleeping a bit, but here comes Coolest side by side now. Is the Mercedes driver?
DRS.
Yep, with DRS obviously is enabled now on lap 3 of the race. But here comes Nadewell alongside Kuba, just getting a bit close together. No contact made just yet. But Nadewell will still have an early advantage. But here comes Kuba around the outside. Very great move. Obviously defending for his life behind the Alpine. But obviously when the Phil crash happened, I just wanted to mention the grid position changes. Kvyatbona obviously pitted, so still 9 positions lost for him. But Coolest making 6 positions. So after a very mid qualifying session, he's straight up back into the top 5.
Yeah, very good start from him here.
Yeah, but
also Nate with 5 positions gained. Also big winner of the start here.
Yeah, exactly. So good job by Nadewell, but we'll have many moves happening as we just check up on the leader. Slinks with a 2-second gap. Obviously, both Ferraris running hard tires, but they're actually very close together. Is the two Ferraris. Let's check up on them. Maybe they'll keep their ground and not fight, but other people will not keep their ground, especially down the front here. Look how close he's in contact, and that's Nadewell spun around by Myths. Is any damage sustained for Nadewell? I don't think there is, but it still lost him in the front. Is now the two Ferraris overtaking each other. I think maybe some team orders happening, or is it just a fair fight between the two? Who knows? But yeah,
commentator curse strikes again.
Exactly, as it always just does. But Nadewell obviously making 5 positions up at the start, but now after that contact, after that collision, it's now down to 2 positions. So will he?
He still gained.
Still gained. So he's still a winner, but there's less winners now. Slinks that's the fastest lap. Never mind, Yossa 25.9 on the hards actually. So quite the lap from Big Yossa. But as I was saying, Nadewell will have to pick up the pace and try and make those positions back. Izzy also 25.2. Those hards are very quite fast. It's almost a 24 actually, almost in the 24s. But we'll see the times ramp up indefinitely.
Yeah.
So as we now see Coolest and Kuba, so this will be definitely the long battle of the day, or maybe will it be, because Coolest spamming his DRS almost, I think. He's going to try and make a move down to chicane. No, he won't. Ooh, Hishima losing a bit of traction. Coolest.
And now Coolest has DRS again. That was a very good decision to wait for the overtake.
Yep, here he goes though. Around the outside. Hishima will still be side by side. Will he try and fight it? He is going to try and fight it. Not close enough, but Coolest gets the move done. Round the outside, Coolest making really great moves up the field, now into 4th position. But obviously 3 seconds behind the Ferrari. So will he find the pace? Oh, gets a bit shaky as does Hishima. Bit of dirty air transfer between the two. But no damage done, but it was still a very shaky moment coming out that turn. But they're still close together, is the Merc and the Williams.
Yeah, indeed. And also, the Alfa Romeo of Kubachito is also very close still.
Yep, so he'll get DRS coming down that main straight after the left-hander. Or will he try and make the move here though? Or he won't be ambitious just now, but he will get the DRS down this straight. Maybe using just a bit of battery as we have a yellow flag. Oh, Myths has spun.
Yeah.
Myths made contact.
And he also has damage on the front wing.
Yeah, there's damage.
So he has to.
Yeah, but Hashima has got ahead of Coolest, and has pulled quite a gap almost. But yeah, there's lots of collisions happening, especially early in the race. So I'm not surprised if we do actually see a safety car. But anyhow.
Good as drivers know that it's tier 2 and not tier 1 here.
Yeah.
Today.
So I don't have to try and keep it clean. Not ruin the reputation of this tier. But anyway.
Well, I mean, we try it too in tier 1, but it never works.
Yeah, it just never works. I have experience especially, but a bit of a lag spike. I think it was for Kateshi as Bolter disconnected. It's one of the Ferraris, and yeah, that'll definitely pull him back a bit. As now, Kuba trying to outline a move, but he just doesn't go for the racing line. But he's still very close with Coolest. So this battle will rage on for quite some laps, as Coolest has got involved in many laps, especially with Phil. Myths has gone out. What's happened to Myths? Says he's retired. Is it a safe? Oh no, never mind. So sorry, he's retired in the pits, and I think would that be Weber retiring in the pits as well? Don't see a reason to pit. I think he just has. So both Red Bulls have had a bit of a meeting, a secret meeting, and decided to retire in the pits.
Yeah, they decided enough is enough.
Yep, enough is enough.
We go home.
But still, there is just one out of points. As Weber's the next. No, never mind. It's less rude side. Sorry. I can't keep on anything, but it's a close battles. Georgie on Kateshi side by side through the really fast left hairpin. But
Oh, and also Shima and Kuwaito,
oh,
very
look at
close,
the
and
battle
now
between these.
with coolest again.
Kulis getting very close to Ashima. It's now all happening down the low positions of the grid. Kulis gonna have to try and make a move here though. Let's go back to the tires. Let's check. Obviously 7 laps, so Kulis will get a bit of a tire degradation in a few laps time. But of course not the soft, so it won't run out just straight away. Just maybe in
Yeah,
quite a
but
few.
the mediums were out too here very fast.
Yeah, no,
It's
especially on this track, because we have another yellow flag. That's Nadewell. Not near anyone, so he's made a mistake out the fast hander. As Phil Malone will try and get him advantage of that. So yeah, Nadewell not having a great race until that contact. He's still losing traction, a lot of traction on that. So he's gonna have to try and fix up a bit, as he's now still have this fight. Oof. Caught a bit of lag, sorry, but Kuba. Hashima's got a penalty, I think. Yeah, Hashima's got a penalty for track limits. And now, as we see,
it starts now.
Yep, but he goes wide again, and that's going to allow Kulis to try and close up on him. He's going to try and make a move around the outside. He's still trying it, but here he comes.
Oh, Cool's down the inside. Can he defend it? Yes.
He gets a bit pushed wide, but Kulis still is behind Hashima, as now his teammate in Georgie has caught up. But here comes Kulis down the inside, and here comes his teammate down the inside. But this time Hashima defends from Georgie. Not gonna move. Oh, makes contact.
Ooh.
But no spins just yet, and this battle is going to be raging on for so many laps, because look how close they are.
Yeah. It starts to grow.
2 McLarens fighting in Kateshi and Kizio, but obviously leaving. Nadewell has retired again in the pits, so there is no out of points position, so every driver as it stands now will get points unless they retire, of course. But still.
Yeah, and I think
Here comes
Shima also won't get points because he's a reserve.
Yeah, but very close between Kulis and Hashima, almost making big contact, but getting very great traction coming out of the chicane with a low both are on low battery. But let's check on Georgie. He has a high battery. Goes a bit wide as Georgie, but he'll still be keeping up with his teammate.
Yeah, maybe Coolest tires are nearly done now.
Yeah, especially they as mediums. Nadewell's actually on track. I don't know if that'll cause any commotion. No, it doesn't. It'll just despawn the car. But anyways.
And Slinks with a nearly 6 seconds gap.
Absolutely dominating as it is now. But here comes Kulis at the end of his medium stint. Obviously Georgie on the opposite strategy than him, so there won't be a double stack for Mercedes.
I'm actually thinking, is Coolest also going for a 2-stopper right now? Because I think 19 laps on the hards is quite difficult, but not impossible. But it's not a great time to have.
Yeah, but it's another medium set for Coolest. But let's see here. Look at the two McLarens going 3 wide down the straight, trying to close in Georgie, but that won't phase him. But here comes Kizio, obviously with an opposite strategy. Come the earlier virtual safety car. Yeah, he's gonna make the move, and the other McLaren of Kateshi will be right on the Mercedes' tail. Here he comes with DRS. I think it'll be a really easy move. Will it be side by side? No, it won't. He'll make the move stick, and 2 McLarens up making some positions.
I also wanted to point out that actually Phil is, if we subtract his pit stop, he's very much in the front pack of the race here.
Yes, indeed. And if we just look down the grid now, Kulis actually making an early pit stop, obviously that's to help with his double strategy pit stop. As we now as Kizio now closing up onto Hashima. Kizio having lots of pace. So the early call is gonna, I think, will be working out well for him. Ooh, very close. Is it between Hashima and Kizio? But Kizio will get DRS and essentially make just a simple move.
Oh, actually, Kateshi doesn't have DRS now.
Oh, so he's dropped out. He's dropped out of DRS from his teammate, and that's
And
allowed.
now he's also, yeah, he's also now behind Georgie.
Yeah, that's allowed George to get up in the move, but Hashima's still trying to get in front of Hashima. He's still going to try and get in front of Hashima. He's going to try it now. Wheel to wheel through the left-hander. Will Kizio come out
Ooh.
successful?
Oh!
Getting a bit close together, almost making contact. Hashima trying to switch back. Hashima, I think, almost losing the back end, but nevertheless, Kizio is in front. But now, though, because obviously, if Hashima keeps up with him, he will get DRS coming down that straight. But as it stands at the moment, Kizio's still making some serious gains, though, up the front, up into the field.
Yeah, let's see how long his hard tires are working and if he
Oh,
has to do another pit stop.
okay. Yes, indeed. Let's. So Kateshi's still trying to keep within Georgie. Will get the DRS this time, using a lot of battery, and Georgie has saved a bit of his battery, so I don't think he will get quite close with him. Obviously, there's another straight to get DRS from, but at this stage, he won't be up with Georgie for now. Ooh, getting shaky, coming out of the chicane, but he'll get another opportunity at DRS here. Here he comes then. Will it be enough to make a move? Not enough. So he's gonna have to...
I think his low battery is now hindering him from doing any moves.
Yeah, it's gonna affect him, especially those medium tires are gonna be affecting him. But obviously, speaking of medium tires, it's Slink's obviously leading and getting the big advantage from the start. But he's gonna have to make a pit stop sooner or later, as we now are ticking into the 13th lap of this race. Look at this fight between it's Coolest and Phil. They're very close together. And,
Oh yeah.
so see what they're gonna do. Obviously, the battle for the for ninth. Of course, gaining you an extra point compared to 10th.
Yeah, and it's also actually the fight for the Constructors' Championship right now.
Oh yes, it is to get second place. All getting shaky as Coolest, but nevertheless, he will get DRS as he's behind Phil. Phil obviously having a big ERS advantage, so he'll be using that. He'll be using that to his accord. Coming down the second straight, of course, he'll have DRS this time. So of course, he who laughs last laughs best, as it goes. Here he comes now, DRS. No usage of ERS just yet. So he's probably saving up for like a few later laps or so. But obviously he's...
Yeah, or maybe for after his pit stop, his next pit stop will also be possible.
Yeah, but he's still using it in bursts. So we'll just see how he copes then.
Oh, Kateshi in the pits.
Oh yes, it is. So that's his and that's the end of his medium stint.
I think that's the first of the regular pit stops right now.
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, because obviously Coolest took a very early call for the two-stopper.
I think Coolest is for the two-stopper and Kateshi is now for the one-stopper.
Yeah, so Kateshi maybe attempting an undercuts on some of these guys.
Oh, Kiesel and Kubahito are now very close to each other.
Obviously, yeah, Kvyatbona making great moves up the field. Here he comes, Kvyatbona around the outside. I don't think Kvyatbona will fight it that much. Will he? No, he
Oh,
won't.
he's done it.
Yep, Kvyatbona, lightning fast today and very on a red hot pace to try and catch up back to the front. 2.8, 2.7, 2.6, sorry, seconds separate him and the Ferrari. As we check now, Hashima's got close up to Georgie, but he's going to be pitting.
Oh, and he
3
got the...
And that's another 6 seconds, I think it is for Hashima, or is it not actually?
Yeah, it's
No,
6 seconds, but I think he
yeah, it is.
can get it removed because the pit entry is actually bugged in Abu Dhabi in the game.
Yeah. Let's see now. If the interval gaps can wake up, I think it's because you're still nearing the Ferraris at a rapid pace. So of course he knows he knows he's quick, so that's why I'm thinking he took the early call.
Yeah, and like I said, for me the 2 stops worked yesterday, so it's not much of a difference between a 1 stop and a 2 stop here.
Yep.
Also, Sling's still 6 seconds in front of the Ferrari, so
Still 6 seconds.
his mediums don't show any sign of tire wear, as it seems.
Yeah, no degradation. So he's showing no signs of slowing down. But speaking of, he's gonna come to the pits at the end of his medium stint, and understandably,
But can he actually go to the softs now?
I wouldn't recommend it, but see what he picks on. It's gonna be the hard, so.
And it's the... Oh no, it's the hards.
Yeah, it's gonna be hards.
It looked like softs on my screen.
It almost did as well, but in the end it looked like hards. So yeah, he'll be taking an understandable 1 stopper, and maybe at the end of the 2 Ferraris pit stop, which also lead 1-2, which we haven't seen for a long time, especially 1-2 Ferrari leading the race.
Yeah.
But still, come the end of their stint, and of course they'll be on the medium, so they'll be looking to try and get some big points and extend their lead in the constructors, of course.
Yeah, well, actually, as it looks now, Ferrari is constructors champion, so they can do a plain seeding today.
Yep, they can just have to keep it clean between the two as they are now. They're just keeping their ground, so they don't do something stupid. But obviously, Kvyatbona, very, very fast, and they have to know that, so they have to try and gift each other DRS so they can prevent Kvyatbona from reaching them. But will it be enough? But will it be enough though? We'll have to wait and see as they now come across the line for lap 17. Actually, Bolter will cross the lap for lap 17. So Yossa will try and come in early first. Will he fit the mediums? Yes, he will. So another 1 stopper. But here he goes now as Bolter. Now he's gonna have to try and keep. I think that's George serving his 5 second.
Yeah, indeed. And also Phil is now also in the pits again.
Oh, so yeah, he's 14 laps on that tire, so he'll be pitting for new ones. So, mediums again, actually. So yeah, obviously with that early pit stop for fixing the front
Yeah,
wing,
I think
it'll
he started on the hards actually, so it's legit for going for mediums now.
Yeah, but look at Kuba. He's closed up. He's closed up on Kvyatbona actually. And until I say that, he's just 1 second. But maybe he's building up to trying to move on.
Yeah, but we shouldn't forget that Kuba has to make his pit stop.
Yep, as does Bolter, and also in a few moments, as does Kvyatbona.
I actually don't know if Kiesel wants to do another pit stop.
Maybe we'll try and go to the end. Of course, he's still fast, he knows it, and the tyre age won't won't affect him, as both Bolter and Kuba come to the pits, and Kvyat will definitely take a massive lead.
Yeah.
As Slinks obviously down to fourth. Of course, both starting on the front row, but Slinks will be right up into second. As we now check the gap, almost 10 seconds between Kvyat and Slinks.
And actually coolest now in P3.
Oh yes, he is. Don't know where that's come from, but I think he's well deserved it. He's made some great movements up the field. As let's check the stops. Yep, everyone has stopped, so they can finish the race if they choose to go long. Especially mentioning Kvyat, obviously on those hard tires. So let's see what he does on those hard sets and try and preserve those tires.
Yeah, it just has to either box again or manage the lead.
Yeah, but still, 8 seconds is the gap. So let's see.
Yeah,
If we can...
but Slinks' tires are
yeah,
13
Slinks,
laps
yeah,
younger, so
yeah, they're very fresh. So we've seen that gap coming down quite
yeah,
a bit, especially if Kvyat's tires reach 20 laps.
Yeah.
And Slinks will definitely have a greater advantage over the McLaren driver.
Well, I think actually Kvyat can try to box again for softs and get the fastest lap and make up some pace.
Yes, indeed. Now we have one of the closest battles on track between Bolter and Kuba, both on new mediums, so they can just go fighting it out. A big old classic scrap between Ferrari and Alfa, as we've seen, in the 50s and 60s, all those years ago. But here they come now.
We missed it in the last few years, but
yeah.
I mean, we came very close in the 2022 season when the Alfa Romeo was kind of cooking at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, it was very surprising to see them just up there. But obviously, if I remember correctly, they had like consecutive engine DNFs. But as now Kuba gets ahead of Bolter.
Yeah, I mean also Alfa Romeo got little bit fucked up by the FIA in 2022 because they were the only team that was on weight and didn't have overweight on the chassis.
Yeah, so yeah, what could have been for that 2022 season, I don't know, but anyhow, it's still in front. As now Kvyat actually pits, so he's not choosing to go long, and that gap is actually depleted a bit. It went from 8 seconds to 4 seconds, so Slinks also on red hot form, but
dead.
Yeah, but let's check those medium. It's going to be medium tires, and I think he'll run to the end of the race on these ones.
Yes,
and
indeed.
Let's see. He's going to go down a low positions. There's lots of traffic, and yeah, he'll go all the way down to 8th. But as we see on that hard, I won't be surprised if we be seeing him for the fight for the win, coming just a few laps as we are ticking down to 20 laps. Yep, the lap 20. And I think 10 laps to go.
I think with his pace he had, and the grid is actually quite narrow.
Yeah, check the interval.
I mean, it's one pit stop from P1 to P10, even less. So everything is possible right now.
Yeah. So the first opponent of the day is going to be his own teammate. Will the McLaren maybe switch for some position, because of course Kvyat was on a different strategy on the way faster tyre.
Yeah.
So let's see what the McLaren team do here. There's not really current close on track battles as for now. In fact, it's Kuba approaching Kashima. But but here we are, the two McLarens. Coolest comes to the pits. I think this will be soft for him.
Yeah, let's actually see what his fastest lap is. Oh, they're still fighting. Now with DRS. Yeah, but to be fair, Kuba also has much more battery left, so yeah. I think that was I think that was a little bit of a DRS chicken game here. Oh, very close, very close. Yeah, and actually, this this show actually opens the door for Bolta and Kisiel now. Oh, the three-way battle between Arshima, Bolta, and Kisiel is. Ooh, ooh. And also Phil Malone and Georgie fighting it. We also shouldn't forget the time penalties for Hashima. I think he's now on 6 seconds, so yeah. I think right as it stands now, Hashima would actually be lost right now. He would. And actually, Phil Malone overtook Coolest and Jakarta. Yeah, also Philemon has ERS advantage right now. Oh no, not a 3-second penalty
And
for Hashima.
another penalty for Hashima that's basically confirmed him last place. And
Yeah,
that
if
race,
nothing happens.
yeah, if nothing happens. But
Oh, he's running wide again.
he's not having a very clean race out there as Hashima. But Kateshi's still trying to fight it out, but obviously there's no point. Just keep behind and you'll. And another
Oh,
penalty.
I just think his tires are dead.
10
He
laps.
has no grip at all.
Yeah, 10
And
laps.
he also spun, so I think they're also overheated, so...
Yep.
Yeah.
This is Dave 2.0 happening right here.
Yeah.
With these racks of penalties, but let's check now. Let's check on one man, and that's Kvyatbona. On course to get a podium here. I don't think he's close enough just yet for the win, but maybe he'll pull out a miracle few laps. So I think it is now 5 laps to go currently, and Slink's on course for a second race win of the season.
Yeah, it looks very comfortable now for Slinks.
Yes, indeed. But Kvyatbona is going to try and aim for at least a podium finish or maybe a runners-up spot. As now the battle with Kuba, who has run a very great race today, I have to say, is going to try and fend off the ever-growing pace of Kvyatbona's McLaren. So here we go.
Yeah, he still has a lot of tire advantage, so...
Yep, here we go through turn 5, no abrupt movements, and dives down the inside. Kuba's gone wide. Kvyatbona will take that, will have the advantage with the DRS and will go in front, but Kuba is going to try and have it out down the second straight, locking up and almost making contact with Kvyatbona, but I think Kvyatbona has a slight battery advantage and he is already gone up in the distance. But with DRS, Kuba...
Also, behind Hashima is now a furball of cars.
Let's just check. Yep, everyone just everyone find position. And Hashima being the outlaster, almost making contact with Kateshi. They'll be side by side. Hashima surprisingly finding this contact. He's furious. Is Hashima bashing into the side pod of Kateshi. And I mean, it's your fault for getting those penalties. I don't know why you're angry, but yeah. And speaking of it, he has gotten another penalty, and surprisingly, he's fighting this for some reason. And here goes Coolest down the inside, and Phil Malone closing up, but he's weaving about his Hashima. Obviously a reserve, so the points will count for him, but nevertheless, you just can't make these type of moves in NRC. Here goes Phil.
I mean, he actually can decide the Constructors' Championship right now.
Oh yes, he can. So let's not do any deciding by crashes, as we know from a few years back. But let's check.
But I don't know. Yeah. I wasn't there.
Yeah, it never existed. It's all harsh reality. As there's lots of movements, he's getting a bit of bit of a contact, and I think he's gonna have to give it up as Gateshi and Coolest getting ahead.
It's Phil Malone. He's 7 right now.
Yes, it is, and still fighting out as Hashima, forcing off, and Kateshi was right about in the front of the grid, but still is now down to 9th. He's going to try and get in front of Hashima, but he will get in front indeed. Whether penalties and whether these reserve points won't count for Hashima anyways. And he gets another penalty. And eventually pits, maybe for softs or maybe just to retire. Because eventually it's a very stupid race from Hashima. No yellow flags. I think he'll just try and attempt the fastest lap.
Yeah, I think so too.
But yeah, I think as the grid order stands, Yep, he's appeared on softs, but the two close fights is Kateshi and Georgie, and Coolest and Phil, as it was back in Japan, they're close together again. So we'll be in for a tense finish at the end of the race.
Yeah, Phil actually has not only the battery advantage, he also has the DRS advantage, so I think he goes for a move on the last lap.
Yep, so we'll try and save battery. But Kateshi's still nearby with Georgie. But now here comes Slinks, on course for yet another race victory as he now starts the final lap. Unless he can just keep it on the road, and the Big Yosa won't. And Hashima, 10-second time penalty on the softs. Maybe still trying to get a very big fastest lap because Kateshi now gets a penalty. I think he's gone off track limits as well.
Yeah,
so,
but I don't think it affects him that much.
Yeah, he won't pull out a 3-second gap.
Yeah, we actually
in
saw
lap.
not that much penalties today, only from Hashima and
Kateshi. Yeah, but obviously Hashima with she's reserve, so it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But anyways, he's yellow flag. Has he maybe retired on track? Oh no,
I think he's recharging his ERS.
No, he's just going a bit slow as he now tries to set a fastest lap and try and steal it away from
Phil Malone and Coolest made contact on the straight.
Oh yes, what am I doing? I didn't focus on this battle. I was just focusing on Hashima. But nevertheless,
we shouldn't focus on the meme drivers.
Exactly. I was forgetting all about the other battles on track. Here comes Phil Malone trying to dive it down the inside in the hairpin. Not easy to do. Kizio gets a time penalty in the fight. No, I don't think it will affect him that much. But here comes Slinks, second race win of the season. He is your race winner in Abu Dhabi. Big Yossa, the reigning world champion, second place. Kizio, don't think the penalty will affect him much. He will come across home, as will Kuba. Very great race from him. But this fight not over yet. Bolter, Coolest is in front of Phil. Is Phil going to try a final move? He goes wide, and that's secured 6th place for Coolest. But as Phil Malone comes across the line, how about between Georgie and Jidikov? Jidikov actually giving the move, but obviously Kateshi having the penalty, which promotes Georgie back up into 8th, and Hashima has he completed his fastest lap. We'll have to wait and find out. And
yes, he did.
Yes, okay. Well, there's something to take away for Hashima at least. But there we are. Slink's second race win of the season, and between Phil and Coolest, those fights don't stop.
I actually have to do now a little bit of quick math because I want to know if Ferrari is actually World Constructors Champion or not.
If they are, just prepare for me to,
Yeah, I will do. I have the calculator already open.
Nah, maybe I won't. Maybe I won't. I don't have the strength right now to do it. But
so we have.
Okay, so then there's your race. I think still quite an action-packed race, considering the low amounts of attendees. But hopefully we can get more for that in Brazil, and especially more because obviously Brazil a very entertaining track. And yeah, we'll see you when that happens, when that comes across. But as for now, we'll count up the position. So Slinks likes the flag victory for him. Obviously, got jumped in the pits, but still from first for Slinks. So good race by him. Second is Big Yossa. Kizio is P3 after ball strategy cool. Still a solid result in the podium. Kuba P4, very solid race from 8th on the grid. Bolter P5, Coolest 6th, Phil Malone 7th, very close between those two as it always is. Kateshi 8th, Hashima is 9th, Georgie actually 10th, but I think it's counted up for... Where's Kateshi up into... Interesting. Okay, but anyways, Nadewell and Weber and Myths all retired. And that will conclude the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, and we'll see you for the interviews with quite a bit of an intermission because I do have to do something. So we'll get back
Yeah,
to
actually,
sooner or later.
some facts. Ferrari is not the constructors' champion yet.
Okay, so maybe they'll have to try and confirm it in Brazil. But yeah, bit of an intermission, and be back shortly or longly with the interviews. Sorry for the extended delay. Just have to sort something out. But anyways, we're back for the interviews, and again, nobody likes to listen, and nobody likes to go in the interview room. So I know Kateshi doesn't want to be interviewed. Let's check. Okay, random. So then, let's go check the results, and we'll just go by order. So then, Slinks first up in the interview room. Hello.
Hello.
Okay. So then, P1, second race one of the season. I think
Yeah,
everything went fairly well in
yeah,
your course. So yeah, tell us through the race, please.
yeah, I'm in qualifying. Obviously, I got pole, and then the race. Like, me and Kissio on the mediums were pulling away from Josa and Sola, and then when the virtual safety car happened, Kissio pitted, so I was just pulling away from the Ferraris, and then yeah, I just cruised the rest of the race.
Yep, I think it's fair to say you run a very clean race. So
Yeah.
yeah, to be honest, nothing else for me to say. If Tim, do you have anything else to add?
No, I think it was a very good race from you, very clean. So let's keep it up, and we'll see us in Brazil then.
Maybe not.
Yeah, I know, because you said about something about the disqualification. But anyhow, see you someday, I guess.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
See ya.
Right, take care. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, well, there's Slinks' final race of the season for now, obviously. Everything works well. So let's check then. Slinks Big Yossa is in, so we'll move to him. Hello.
Oh,
So B2, very great points for Ferrari, and I think obviously closing up to that constructors championship, and yeah, something. What else happened in your race?
yeah, it was just my race was just basically helping Balta get him as high up as in the championship as we can. That's why we lost, I think, a bit too much time in the first stint to Slings, which I almost closed up in the second stint, but it was just too far for me. So I think I lost a win in the first stint, but it was just my task to help Balta to get him as high up in the championship as we can. Um, So yeah, that was basically just my task for today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fairly alright race. Not really much. If on the top of my head, I can think that happened to you, but yeah, P2 in the end. Very good points to extend your lead in the championship. Of course, it's confirmed, but still used for gloating. Anyways, Tim, anything for you to say?
Not really, no, but I just want to say if I don't know, but you haven't got the Constructors Championship yet, because I think Aston Martin scored 3 more points today than you.
Yeah, I don't know the exact results, but we just do the best job we can every weekend, and we'll just try and clinch it next week.
Yep, sounds great. So yeah, that'll be the end of the interview. Thank you and good luck for Brazil. Final race of the
Yeah, I'll
season.
speak to you next week.
Yep, goodbye.
Good day.
Good day. Okay, so let's check through else. Yep, Kizio is with us, so we'll be getting her, I think it is. No, probably him. I don't know. Oh, I'll find out. Anyways, here they go. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. So then, P3. of course, with that early pit stop call, the early virtual safety car, and after that on the Harston, you had very solid pace. But other than that, what else can you add on?
No, I pitted lap 1 because I thought it was pool safety car, and then I saw everyone fuck off into the distance, and then I realized it was only VSC. So I kind of knew I'm fighting for max P3 or maybe P2 if I don't know whoever the Ferrari was makes a mistake or something, but he didn't. So
Yas, that was a Ferrari.
yeah.
Is that it? Oh.
No, I think that's it.
Yeah. Okay. No. Yeah. Because it was very nice to look at you making moves up that field. So yeah, provide some entertainment in Abu Dhabi, which is rare to see. But anyhow, yeah, it's all for me. Tim, anything for you to say?
No, for me it's also good.
Okay, then. So that'll conclude the interview. Thank you for joining, and we'll see you for Brazil. Goodbye.
Bye.
I think he's gone AFK for moving back to the.
I'm here. I was just waiting for you to end the stream.
No, the stream's still going. I haven't even done the clips yet.
Okay, rewind. Okay, guys, thank you so much for an interview. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, bye bye. Alright, interesting. Anyways, okay, so yeah, that's Inka's interview. Let's check now. Kuba. I really would have loved to interview him. Sadly, not with us. Is Bolter with us? Yep, so. Sorry, pardon me. Or Gammon. Hello.
Oh, hello.
P5. Obviously extending the lead in the constructors, but not claiming it just yet. What the hell's wrong?
What do you say?
Sorry, I know. I said P5 in the end, and not claiming the constructors just yet. Oh my god.
Is it just me if his mic is broken or something?
No, it's mine.
No,
I don't know
I
why.
think it's.
What I wanted to say is you haven't clinched the constructors just yet, so obviously you'll go in Brazil. But yeah, talking about the race, I don't really recall something from you, but can you talk us through your race, please?
Kind of mid, to be honest. Nothing happened. I sucked on the medium tire and I just fucked off. I already lost a lot of time to everyone else and just was shit driver.
But yeah, still a decent enough of points for you to go again and try and wrap up the constructors. In
Not wrapped it up.
Wait, what? Excuse me.
Have you not
No,
finished it already?
because Tim
Nope.
counted it up and then he said yeah no, so yeah, so you have to go again.
Sure. At round 8 it was
Yeah.
like a 60-point gap or something.
Tim
I
has
heard from
done the
Kulis that
maths.
you
I
had-
haven't.
Okay.
You had to outscore Ferrari Aston Martin by 9 points, and they gained actually 3 points on you today.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
especially with Slinks playing a big part in that, of course, with the win.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it'll be for a very tasty fight coming into Brazil. So yeah, it's all from me. Anything for you to add, Tim?
Not really, no.
Yep. So I'll conclude the interview and good luck for the constructors fight between Aston Martin, and we'll see you in Brazil maybe.
Thank you.
Yep. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Okay. So we'll be definitely entertained for that. We're looking forward to it as well. Okay, let's see. Coolest is live streaming. I'll just poach him because that's the ruthlessness of the interviews. Let me check. Yes. Hello.
Never mind.
Sorry to interrupt your streaming, but P6 in the end, and I think that's outright confirmed third in the constructors for your team. I think
your
it.
mic cut
No,
out. Hang on, your
no,
mic-
I don't think they have. I think McLaren's got ahead of you, but maybe this I think is a big constructors fight coming into the last race of the season. But yeah. Talking about the race, sorry, because I don't know what's happening, but talking about the race, you've made some great moves. You've made great moves up into the field, and just talk us through the race, please.
Okay. I'm gonna assume that you were saying to talk you through the race.
Yes, I was. Yes, I was.
All right, Tim. Were you hearing the same thing I was, Tim? I just want
Yeah, I heard also nothing. So
Okay. So I'll try to piece together a response from what I think I heard. So about the constructors, I think by my calculations, the battle should still be on for second place. However, that is with the caveat that me and AJ would have to get 1-2, and both Astons would have to get no points, and I have no idea about McLaren. So yeah, it's I think it's technically still on, but it's realistically it's probably not going to happen. So yeah, just going to try and share up P3. Brazil's a better track for me next week than Abu Dhabi was, but yeah, for today's race, I think it was. To be honest, I was just looking to try and have fun and have as little pain as possible. I decided before the race I did not want to touch the hard tires; they were just terrible. So I decided, you know what, I'll just do a two-step. It sounds more fun to me. So yeah, went on the mediums at the start. The start was very enjoyable because I was just fighting cars basically the entire time. Somehow I ended up in P4 at one point, then dropped down to P6. But yes, they had some great battles, and then went into the pit stop. Second stint was pretty lonely, just driving around for a while, and then in the final stint, back on the softs. I thought I genuinely I came out the pits on the softs. I was in last. I was so far back. I thought, oh god, I've made a mistake here. But the pace was very good. So able to close up, made some nice moves, and then had a good fight with Phil to the end. And yeah, it got revenge on last week for him.
Yeah, but it was I was obviously relating to Suzuka as that fight was, but no, yeah, I always saw you make some great moves in the early stage of the race, and obviously with one last battle with Phil, I think it was very entertaining to see. But yeah, talking of the constructors, it'll definitely be a spicy finish to this season. So I'll bid you good luck for that coming into Brazil. That's all from me. Anything from Tim Bleish?
yeah, actually, I wanted to ask the idea for the two stops came it before the race yesterday
yes.
or after?
No, I completely stole that from you. Yeah, thank you.
All right.
I owe you a thanks. All the credit goes to you for that
yeah.
for the idea. So.
No, I just want to warn you, never do that again. I don't know shit about strategy.
No. You just gave me the idea. I wouldn't base my strategy on you, but you reminded me that two stops are possible, and I thought, you know what, why not? Why not go for it? But yeah. Next week there will not be a two-stop. I can promise that.
Indeed, you have to really try and have the great strategy for that race. But yeah, that'll conclude the interview. As again, yep, good luck for the constructors fight in Brazil.
All right. Thank you. May the heavens open. If it rains, we're so back.
Oh, indeed.
I think we hope the same, but I hope it's for both tiers.
Yeah.
We need a Brazil 2012 type race. A type race
For sure.
Okay, goodbye, man.
All right. See ya.
Bye.
Cheers. All right. That's coolest, and we'll be with another Aston Martin driver in Phil Malone. Hello. So then, 7th, of course, reaching up with coolest again. Sorry for my microphone cut. As you just did, my microphone will cut out, so I'll try and explain to me as best as possible. So, P7 in the end.
Wasn't it P6? No, Coolest was P6. Yeah, sorry.
P6. Yeah, so P7 for you, obviously with one last fight to Coolest, but I think it was a fairly quiet race from you. Obviously, lounging at the back a couple of laps, but still managed to make up the positions into 7th, and you will keep the constructor fights alive coming into Brazil. But anything from your part in the race?
Yeah, I mean, my race was basically over when when I spun. I tried to get past Hashima as fast as possible. We had a really good fight, I guess, and then yeah, it just was a bit too greedy on the throttle, which caused my car to spin within the combination of the hard tires, and yeah, then basically my race was over at that point.
Okay, so yeah, after the spin, as you say, it was not worth doing, but still, you racked up some points for the all-important constructors battle coming into Brazil, and I think you just have to take it with you and try and gain on it. But obviously,
Yeah,
mm,
to be honest, the only reason why the constructors fight is alive is Links. To be honest,
yeah, with the yeah,
GG to him that he carried the win today. Really, really proud of him that he finally his time trial merchant like behavior finally paid off. Yeah, and I guess 6 points is better than nothing, but I really tried to maybe have a chance for the podium today, but well, I'm the only person who's to blame for that is myself, my stupid ass, and I.
Yep, relatable. If you mess up a race, it's practically over for you. But yeah, anyways, obviously I was hyping up this Mercedes Aston constructor battle, but still, as I think Chris said, what did he say? It had to be a 1-2 for both Mercedes, and then no points for Aston in order to claim something. But yeah, maybe it will be very, very rare to happen for that.
Yeah, so I guess since Saul and Joss are both finished, it will be very hard for us to I mean, I think technically mathematically it's just a bit possible, but
yeah,
it is like both Ferraris basically have to DNF, and then me and Slinks both have to win or something like that. So I personally think that's not really gonna happen. So I guess my goal is to secure P2 and driver standings, and also the second place in the constructors, I guess.
Yeah, so I'm obviously good luck in advance with that. That'll be all from me. Anything from Tim to add?
No, not really. I have nothing to add to the interview, sadly.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah. We'll be approaching Brazil next Saturday, and we'll see you then.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. Goodbye. Take care.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. And Koteshi said he didn't want to be interviewed, and there's no point in reviewing Kashima because we know how well he went on with his race. I think that grants no answer. But anyhow, let's not really much clips on. I think only Phil sent his clips in. As always, barely any drivers. But yeah, we'll just see what he has to show for us. And my Discord, as always, is not in frame. Maybe because I'm not in full screen. There we are. Okay. And no shit posts for today, sadly.
Oh no.
Yeah, no shit posts. But anyways, yeah, few clips, and we'll see what he has to show for us. More voice chat reaction, so I'll load this.
Overtake, man. I trust you. Let's go.
Ooh, very close. She's been doing really well there, actually, to keep the position.
How did I find a gap there? Oh, let's go, Katashi! Let's go!
Lower take.
You're welcome.
Nice usage, still fighting it out through the left-hander. A bit of contact, the hand goes up, and there's the spin. So that's what happened to Phil. I thought maybe contact with the car, but as I said first, it was a spin, I think.
Yeah, it's actually, I think what's a bit odd is it was full throttle the whole corner, and only at the exit he spun. So
just have to listen to
It's
just to listen to what he has to say though.
Fuck, I'm dead.
Oh, okay.
Dead.
Fucking hell, Hashima.
a very calm response for that
Yeah,
incident.
Calm response indeed. Oh my. Okay, never mind. As I say no shit posts, immediately I'm probably thinking they saw the stream definitely, and then they ensued with everything else. Okay, anyways, let's check the second clip from Phil.
Which is why am I here?
Oh,
I'm actually scared to pit now. Okay,
so yeah, losing a lot of grip.
I really don't
Look
want
at those tires.
That was
I nearly completely lost it.
post Will Latifi.
Yeah, but obviously it didn't spell the total end of his race, fortunately. So he still kept it within. And now we have quite the pack here for lap 26. So you'll see a little battle here. This is when Hashima was going full.
Oh, it's so bad, man.
Full past the Maldonado. Obviously, really. So that's what came to my mind, I guess.
Full Pastor Maldonado, but without crashing.
Yeah, exactly. But he's still a bit dirty coming out.
It's
Speaking
so
of the
bad,
overtake, yeah, very making contact again, but Hashima going wide, loud. Phil Malone's just edge in front of him. Edge. And yeah.
Was there actually contact?
I think a bit. I thought I saw a bit of shaking.
So bad, man.
Yeah, it could also
Ooh.
be the camera, to be honest.
Yeah, no, or maybe he just made a little correction. Or it looks relatively close, but no damage done for Phil. And the final clip of the day before the shit post ensues. It's mandatory. It's mandatory now, fortunately.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is the penultimate lap with Coolest. Obviously, we saw this back in Suzuka, and we've seen it now in Abu Dhabi just for 2 laps. Oh, almost slips again. So quite the corrections he had to make, Phil, but obviously no clip to show the fighting, but still managed to keep it on track and managed to secure 7 points to keep ahead in the constructors.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
So yeah, let's just hang on a bit. Oh god. Okay, I'll go on the shit post in just a minute. Hold on. I heard you wanted shit posts. Do I even dare watch them? Do you know what? Why not? We haven't had a shit post section. We might as well have that. Hang on, I want to say one of my own. I can't now. Just give me a moment.
I think that's actually the first time we have more shit posting than actual clips from the race.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. I knew not to love that. Okay, let's go then. Nice. No, how wide I fall for that, especially.
That one was actually good.
Scuderia Ferrari.
It's so relatable.
Of course, we had to put that one in, man. Oh my god, what a shit fest of a season that was for Ferrari 2022.
Yeah.
Hilarious to watch.
2023 wasn't even better.
No, exactly. Who knows, maybe this one will be even worse. But yeah, just one last shit fest before Hamilton comes in, of course. Maybe they'll be serious by then. Oh yes. I was looking for this video. Who sent it?
入中国奔驰
Who sent it? First of all?
国庆节快乐。
Phil sent it. Thank you.
今天的话，首先很期待正赛，然后也希望可以继去年继续取得好的成绩。
Where's the crash?
在正赛，然后也希望可以去年继续取得好的成绩吧。然后肯定目标是基。
Enough of that. Sober drivers on their way to commit 70%.
La mia Renault è come riavere la Gioconda, un sogno.
Liberté, égalité, Renault Coupé.
Oh my god. Oh, I can't remember what that sound effect was at just the end of it. That one, I can't remember where it was from. But yeah, drive your shitbox into the... Oh, there's another one. Drive your shit...
As someone who drives a Renault every day, actually for work, yeah, I can relate to that.
Yeah, just drive your shitbox to the absolute limit. You'll have fun. You have fun.
Yeah, it makes a lot more fun than any expensive car, so...
Sound effects from paper. Oh yes, okay, yeah. Now I remember.
Ah!
Yeah, so it was from Papers, Please. Okay. I think it was when the passport, the one that checks the papers, says announces next. That's what it was. Okay, so that's what.
Oh yeah, that could be. I actually never played it, so.
I've watched people play it. I've never played it myself though.
Yeah, same.
If you have French Snapchat, then when you call Newcastle on the border, yes indeed. I'll watch this one and then I'm just gonna wrap up the stream. Can't be arsed anymore, just watch more shit. All of these fucking shit posts.
What? Oh my god.
Oh dear.
I was still there.
I was checking the OBS on my second screen. I saw just a bit of contact.
Ah fuck, I had respin. Okay, I think we got this.
Yeah, dude, that was actually the first time all race I didn't get those spin.
Or maybe? Ah.
Yeah. Bit too far. See if my tires can survive.
Well, at least he tried.
Come on.
Yeah.
Winks has done it.
At least Phil tried.
I tried so hard and got
so far.
In the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to.
Well, actually it mattered because Championship Hope is still alive, so.
Yeah, he still wins at the end though, so it leaves
that.
Shaking as well. Fine, I'll watch this one. No, I'll just watch it all. Fuck it. I know about that. Of course, I'm gonna put it full screen.
Special technique. Stop sign.
I've fallen it for it again. Right, I'm gonna stop the stream before I fall for another one. Fucking hell. Alright. Oh, too late. Sorry. Can't do more shit first.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, that's it. Shit first ended.
Enough comedy for today.
Enough. Yeah, enough. My brain will melt. But anyways, before my brain eventually melts, I'm just gonna. So yeah, final. So stop the stream now. And yeah, that was the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Even with the low attendance, I think we still had a very good race on that track. Lots of fight, especially in the middle and the early stages as well. Sorry, voice crack. It was very entertaining. And yeah, not much. So that was the penultimate race of the season, and hopefully we'll have a big bang of a race in Brazil. So that's all from me. Anything from you to wrap up the stream?
No, I just hope too that Brazil will produce a banger like it always does.
No, Phil, we're good. We're good, bro. I'll lose my social credit.
We lost it already like 10 years ago, so
I've got my money up.
We don't care.
Yeah, I've got my money up. Leave me alone. I've got my money up. But anyways, that will be the end of Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. I've been your host alongside Tim Blythe. And
Hello.
we'll be seeing you for the final race of the season in Brazil. Take care.
All right.
And good night.
Pray for rain.
Do the rain dance.
Yeah.